morning. Good Sunday morning. I'm out here, man. I'm out here down by my brother's place, and I just come down to look around, see how everything is going, and yeah. And I'm gonna water his plants when he's away, but the plants are well watered now. I can see that the it was raining a couple of days ago, so I don't need to water anything. I might pour some water in a few of these ones here, the palm trees, but everything else look alright. The ground is still wet, yeah. So yeah, man, I'm out here. You know, guys, I want to big up Jason, or Jay. It was good to see you, man. See you the other day in Junction. I ran into him, and man, it was a pleasure, Jason. It's all good, man. Also, there were I think there were some subscribers I met at the flower show. I didn't get a chance to stop and talk with you for long because I had some plants and a little guy was pulling the little cart with my plants, and he didn't know that I stopped, so he was going away, so I had to just say hi to you and go, but I wasn't shining you off. You know, I apologize. Hopefully we can meet again. And sometimes when you guys call to me out there, you might say Camly, and I don't get it because even though I am returning Camly, my title, my name is Liebert, and if I don't hear Liebert, sometimes it takes a few minutes for me to catch on to say, what are they talking about? So I have to get used to knowing that somebody will actually call me Returnee or Camly. Yeah, so if you call to me and you see like I didn't seem to recognize you right away, it's because I didn't catch on that you were actually talking to me. Anyway, yeah, man. Some of you are talking that you want to come to Jamaica a long time, and that the negative thing that people are saying, and you want to know about the health care, you want to know about the crime and what's going on and all that stuff. And I'm saying to you all that, listen, the health care here, to me, is just as good as anywhere else. If you want better, you're gonna pay for it. If you can only afford the basic, that's the basic you're gonna get. You know, people might want to say to you, man, you have better health care in Canada or America because you have the HOIP or you have insurance or whatever. You can buy insurance here too. You can buy insurance here too and get the kind of care you want. But listen, healthcare is healthcare anywhere you go. Doctors are not gods, and they're not miracle workers. It's just that maybe depending on your situation, you might be able to get an ambulance faster in foreign country, or in Kingston City or Montego Bay, St. Anne's, those developed area. If you're in the rural area like where I live, you probably won't get an ambulance as fast, or your neighbor may have to take you to the hospital, which is not too far. Anyway, so nothing to worry about when it comes to those things, man. There are good doctors here. There are good healthcare. Everything can be improved. Even in Canada, where I come from, the healthcare system needs to be improved so much. My daughter worked there. She's an RN, registered nurse. So I know the in and out. My wife used to be a nurse, so I know about the healthcare in there. Okay, my wife died in the hospital there. I know about the healthcare in there. So if you don't worry about healthcare, I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Most people you talk to, when they come here to Jamaica, their health improves so much better. Myself personally, the first year I came here, and I spent 7 months here, and I go back to Canada. When my doctor do my blood test, she looked at me and she says, "What have you been doing?" I said, "Why?" She says, "Everything is perfect." She says, "All your numbers are perfect, everything." What? She said, I can't even prescribe any medication for you. What have you been doing? And I said, I was in Jamaica for 7 months. She said, go back. Go back. And she said, she's from Sri Lanka. And she says, I don't know why we leave our good countries and come to these places. We're not keeping good health here in Canada. We're not keeping good health. You know, so much diabetes, so much cancer, so much sickness. She said, look at your chart. Everything is perfect. And you were away for what, 7 months? I said, yeah. She says, go back. And I'm back in Jamaica now for whatever time. And I'm telling you, I couldn't feel better. I couldn't feel better. I get up every morning, man. I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm up and down, up and moving around, great, no problems. I'm going, whenever I go back to Canada, I don't even have to go to the doctor because I don't need no checkup, but I may go. But I'm saying to you that your health, you stand a chance of having better health here and not ever getting sick than when you're in your countries. So, healthcare, no problem. Housing, I see a lot of houses. Those of you who are inquiring about housing around my area, the houses are in my area. It's only a small boulevard, so they're not set for sale. If any of them ever go for sale, I'll let you know. I know there was two going up for sale, and the one next door to me, they don't know what's going on with those people yet. You know, they're talking. And there's one down the street that most of you will say too expensive because it's a real big house, and the guy is asking a lot of money. So I don't think you would be interested, but I'll find out in particular anyway. And if I see any house around the area, but you know what? You don't have to come to St. Elizabeth. You can go to anywhere in Jamaica. You can go St. Anne. One of my brothers is in Montego Bay, in a nice rural area, which is beautiful. It's very no crime, no problem. You know, I go there sometime and spend time with him. They're very peaceful. We get up in the morning like 5:30 and go for a walk, and a lot of the neighbors are returnees as well in that area. I can find out from him if there's any house in there for sale as well. But you know, while I don't want to be a real estate person here, you know, I'm just, if I see something, I'll let you know. That's all I can do. Yeah, but don't let fear cripple you when it comes to living your life. Don't let fear do you in, man, because it's not fair to you. It's not fair to your health. You know, Jamaica, let me tell you one thing. Jamaica is not small. Let me say again, Jamaica is not small. People make it sound like it's small. Jamaica is not small. You know, we have a family friend came here before, and we were driving around some of the places in St. Elizabeth. And after about half day of driving around, the guy turned to my brother and said, are we still in St. Elizabeth? My brother said, we haven't even scratched the surface yet at St. Elizabeth. He said, what? He said, if I was in Grenada, we would finish the island already. I said, well, we're still in the same parish. You know, Jamaica is not small, people. Don't let people tell you, oh, Jamaica is a small island. It says it's the third largest island in the Caribbean. The third largest. And the island is not small, trust me on that one. So when you hear about crime way across in Kingston and you're in St. Elizabeth, don't mean they're going to come to you. Right? And if you're not involved in the wrong things, you don't have to worry. Just come here, you live your life, you go to church, if you go to church, or you live your life and you don't go to no late parties and hang out with the crowd. It's a kind of crowd that you hang with, the kind of people that you get involved with. If you're a peaceful person, if you are a quiet person that live your life and just want to retire and live a good life, you're not going to find any problem. But if you're the kind of person who's rowdy, like to be in the bad crowd, like to be with the people who cause trouble, you know, the smoking this and the doping this and all that kind of stuff, you are really a problem person. And you're going to get problem, it's going to follow you. So, here's my thing about, you know, coming to Jamaica, man. You don't have to have fear. You don't have to live in fear. You just have to, and you don't have to have a whole lot of money You don't have to have all. I'm not rich. My brother have this big house here, but he's not rich. People might think he's rich. We're not rich. We just spend our money wisely. You know, we're just average people. Spend our money wisely, and we are able to do what we have to do, and live on what we have. You know, um, I'm gonna give you through another interview with my older sister. She's living with me. She's a returning to come home, and she's living in the downstairs apartment in my house. I'm gonna give you an interview with my younger sister. She just renovating her house in St. Anne's with she and her husband, and I'm gonna go to St. Anne's. That's in June before you get that interview because that's when I can get to go by her. But we're doing interviews gradually to people and who are willing to do the interview, and you'll see and hear their story. That listen, it's not about having millions. It's not about being rich. It's not about the perfect plan. It's about you having the ambition, the will to do something. And let me say this to you, folks. Let me just come a little bit closer. Let me say this to you. When you're in foreign and you're coming home to Jamaica, don't come here with that foreign mentality, expecting to have everything flowing smoothly as you have it in foreign. Jamaica is getting up there, but it's not at the level of America. Remember, America and Canada and England and Europe, those places are they are industrial countries, big countries that are developed and way ahead in technology and advanced in a lot of things, and they have a lot of money to repair their road and to do this and to do that more than Jamaica. Jamaica is getting there and will be there one day. As a matter of fact, they're saying Jamaica is gonna be the fourth node in the world. We talk about Taiwan, Dubai, which other one, Panama. I said Jamaica is gonna be the fourth one, and they're developing. We're getting there. You can be a part of it, or you can be on the outside looking in. And plus, you cannot come here with the mentality as you the convenience that you have in foreign. Mind you, it's in the cities here. It's in Kingston, it's in Montego Bay, it's in St. Anne's, in all these places more. And you'll find the convenience that you have there, everything you need in Canada, having Canada, America, you have it here in Jamaica. It's just that it's in more developed areas. But if you're gonna live where I live, come with the intention and the understanding that you're gonna live in a country just like if you live in a country in Canada and you have to go into the city to get your business done. So that's where it is. But don't come with a mindset and a mentality that you are gonna be living luxury and live this and that. You want this, you want that. If you come with that mindset, you're not gonna be happy. It's just, I was talking to one of my sister this morning, and she says, it's just like when you leave Jamaica and you go to foreign. If you go to foreign with a mindset of Jamaican, you're not gonna be happy there. You're gonna want to come back. You have to leave what you know behind. They say when you go to Rome, you do what the Roman do. So you can't take the place you live to another place. Leave your culture. Leave that. You don't have to drop all your culture, but you drop your expectation, lower your expectation, and you won't be disappointed. And decide to live. You know, let me tell you, I've seen a lot of, and I say Caucasian or white people leaving America, leaving Canada. They're not native to Jamaica, but they come here and they live and adapt and they live in the country too. Let me show you something. Look up at this mountain up here. Look at that mountain. On that mountainside, some of the houses that you'll find up there, you can't see them now. You see them better in the nighttime because the lights come on. There are white people living up there, Americans, English. They live up in these country, in this hill place. They don't have no great convenience around them, but they like to live off the grid. and they live their life. They have nice houses, they fix their place nicely, and they live off the grid. Only time you see them in the city is when they're doing business. Okay? So don't come with that foreign mentality. I have to have this, you have to have that, and you have to be this, and you have to be that. Just come and enjoy life. Enjoy life. Adapt. Make yourself be adaptable. Make yourself be adaptable. Don't be so negative minded and you want everything to be at your own convenience. Don't be like that. Be adaptable. All right, so I'm out here, man. Out here without fear, as some of the YouTubers says. We're out here without fear. Again, I came down here to look over my brother's place, and I see that the plants, they don't need to be watered because we had rain recently and the ground is still wet, which saved me a lot of energy because, man, it's a big place, and to walk around with water here is not a boy thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put some water on the palm trees anyway. But yeah, that's it, man. Everything else look good. Bless up yourself, guys. Thanks for watching. God bless you. See you in the next one.